Hello, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create an answer key in DMAC and enable online responses. So the first thing you got to do is you got to visit dmacsolutions.net and you have to go to a tab that reads educator. Click educators. Now, usually it's the department heads and administrators who have access to this. So I recommend you all um, get with your immediate supervisor so that they can grant you access to these components. In our case, it would be Mr. Cantu. So talk to either Ms. Mendoza, myself, or Mr. Aguilar so that the department head can have access to this type of DMAC. Usually the teacher access will not grant you access to make these type of online exams. So first thing you got to do is you go to TEAC score. Subscribe. So I'm gonna click TEAC score. The next thing is you see all these tabs on the top left corner. I'm going to click on the tab that reads test keys and I'm going to click on new. So I'm going to create a new test key. These have various headings. First one is the subject. So for this video, I'm going to create an answer key for social studies. I'm going to click social studies. The grade level will be 8th grade. The grade level is important because depending on the grade level is the ticks that you are assigned. So make sure that you click the correct grade level. The version also is important because every subject usually is given either the 400s or 500s, so they won't be going into other subjects and using all the spots reserved for those subjects. So make sure you all talk to your immediate supervisor. They'll tell you what version to use. Does does typing a 600, 700, 800 affect you? Not really, but let's say like I gave social studies 900. So if you look, it's from 0 to 999. So if social studies is 900, then they have 99 spots to make exams. So if you were to use a 900, say 920, then you are taking a spot from the social studies, which uh, wouldn't really affect them because they don't create 100 exams a year. So yeah, but it's always good to know if your version is a 400, a 500, a 600, 800, and so forth. So I'm gonna use 912 because that's for the social studies. Language is English. The date is January 28, 2021. Description, that's the name of the exam. Again, for this video, I'm going to just use a sample test. The passing standard is 70, and it's important because by typing 70, you're able to segregate the data on student quantiles and see who reached the 70 percentile or the 70%, I'm sorry, 80%, 90%, and so forth. The approaches level meets and masters that. You get it from the raw score conversion table. And the last one, I believe, is from the spring 2019 STAR assessment. I know that for social studies, the approaches is a 50, meets is a 70, and the masters is an 80. The answer choices will be 4, and then you click save. Click save. And brings us to another tab. On this tab, again, it's social studies. We have creating an answer key for social studies. The grade level is 8th grade. It is not an AP course or advanced course, and I save. Next, I click on the tab that reads key. This one has items, which are questions. Depending on the questions your test has is the number that you will input here. Let's say my exam has 15 questions. I apply, it gives me 15 spots. If it's a 6 weeks exam, let's say it's 25 questions, apply, it gives me spots for 25 questions. Again, for this video, I'm gonna just use 3 to make it faster. Apply. Let's say the first answer is A, C, B, and then the TEAC. And make sure you click for the most up to date will be for social studies is from the year 2018, maybe for math it's 2019. I do not know, but make sure that you're using the latest TEACs. And you'll just go through the TEACs and choose the ones that relate to that specific questions. So I'm gonna just choose some randoms. There it is. I save and I go to scoring. As you can see, if they missed a question, it'll be minus 33.3. You can mess with this. I don't recommend you all do that. So just kind of click save. If you go to history, that kind of gives you information about the test. Editors, it gives you an opportunity to either look for people and make them editors. I don't suggest you do that. And if you go to online, um, it has three options here. The first option is already checked and it reads allow students to see test results. Yes. These I recommend you all check them. As you can see, these three are all checked. And the reason I say this is because it allows students unlimited sign-in attempts if test is not scored. Usually if the internet goes out and they are kicked out of the test and they want to go back in, they can't unless you manually go and allow them, which kind of takes some time. Um, also, click on the third one. It reads do not automatically disable sessions that were manually enabled. So click on those three and you'll avoid it'll save some time with students who either were kicked out or who decided to end the test and want to go back and they can because you have to give them access. This will give them access. So whenever your class starts and they start the exam, they're able to start. If they take a break or it goes out and they want to go back, they're able to do it themselves. So click save settings. Okay, and the date. Let's say the date I'm planning to assess them on Friday. So I put 1/29/2021. Start, I recommend the earliest so that you always have it available. And the end, I recommend the latest. And you click add. There it is. It already created an online session. Now, important for this is to save over here again. Okay, and also this ID. That's that ID they would need it to enter that exam, and I'll show you where. So that's it. The test is created. Now if you go back to the tabs, now instead of going new, you're going to go to list and it should be there. As you can see, it's right here, sample test. You see how all of these are online, meaning that right now if the students go and try to record their answer choices, they will be able to do it. Now I need to enable this test. So if you go to this icon, hover over it and it'll read enable online responses. Yes, I want to do that. So I click on it and yes, I want to enable it. So there it is. Now it's ready to go. Actually, they don't have to wait till Friday. It's right now. If they were to take it, it's open. So how do they take it? Let's say they're done. You either created a Google form or you had a hard copy, but they have their Chromebooks or technological devices with them, and you want them to input the answers. You would have them go to this website, which is apps period DMAC. I believe it's a hyphen solutions.net/student/ and it'll take you to this page. The student will have to input their ID, they will have to input their birthday, and then they will have to input that test ID. And I'm going to switch back to that page. So I go to, here's the ID, 1375627, right here. 1375627. I go back and they would write that there, 1375627. They would put their birthday, I don't know, and then they would put their ID. And they would sign in and it obviously would take them to that exam. So that's how you create an answer key and enable online responses. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you so much and you all have a good day.